2 lights are better. 1, I don't know. Either way, we're still in the dark. Okay. We're still in the dark. All right, I'm doing Monday check-in with my Dunkin' Donuts. Just coming on here to check in with you guys per usual. I also want to talk about an anniversary sale that I'm going to have going on. I'm going to have it going on this week, but I'm going to be booking for this week and next week. These are only for previous clients, you guys. So anniversary sales right now is only going to reflect on like clients that have been connected to me for a couple years now. Hi, Kiara. Grand Rising. How's your morning going, my love? Grand Rising, y'all. For those that's tuning in, I have an anniversary sale for previous clients. It's gonna be posted today, and I'm gonna be booking for this week and next week. I'm hungry, can't you tell? And I'm cold. That's because that iced coffee, y'all. How's y'all morning going? Please don't be fiending this morning. course, because I'm drinking that iced coffee, I'm like, let me put on my jacket because I'm cold, baby. I'm cold. Literally. Just checking in. That means that we could talk to each other, we could vibe. Basically, while I drink my coffee and stuff like that. And also, anniversary sale. It's gonna be posted today. Bendiciones. Buenos días. All right, Dunkin' Donuts got that $5 thing for like the 2 little wraps and the coffee. I just, mind you, I bought this and now I gotta text my friend because we were supposed to be eating no meat this week. And I was like, oh shit. The bacon one is always better to me. All right, I want to share something with y'all. So, I work in a health field, right? My main jobs are in the health field. And on Saturdays, just the weekend, let me say the weekend. The weekend, the main cause that I get, hello, good morning, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. How can I help you? Y'all do STD testing? Y'all do HIV testing? Y'all just, so you just slept with somebody once and you got HIV, right? Like, or you done raw dogged it last night and now you want to see if you burning or you burning or you burning. I got a rash. What's this rash? I got a rash on my face. I got a rash. I don't know where it came from, really. Wrap it up. Remember them commercials? Remember them Wrap It Up? Remember? I don't know. I was born in 1990, you guys. Growing up, and I was real young, so this is more like to my brothers and sisters that was born in the late 80s too. Early 90s, like me. It used to be Wrap It Up. It used to be the commercials. It used to be when we used to have events, whether I was living in New York or Connecticut, when it was like block parties and things of that nature. They was out there. They were showing you places where you could get STD testing. This a message. This a message. I get heavy rash too. Okay? Like that's coming up. This a message. Because I don't know why I'm guided to talk about this. They talk about the face area too. So they will be out there. They will be passing out condoms and where you could get testing. Now, these things are still available, but they don't go as hard as they used to back then. Like, even at events, like, even if it's a healthcare event, you know, it might be something like, let's say if there's a clinic there or a hospital there or whatever you want to call it, and they talking about something, they don't remind you about safe SES. They don't remind you about those things. You know what I'm saying? Quick story time, you guys. So, one of my family members that I love dearly, I probably got 2 in one story time for y'all, right? One of my family members that I love dearly, and I was young at this time, so as I got a little older, I found out the truth. So this individual was married to a masculine, and he had HIV, and he didn't tell her. You feel me? So in a marriage with somebody, and they have a sexually transmitted disease, and they not telling you, right? Oh, that's not it. Okay? This person is in a marriage with this individual. They're hiding it. They're taking medication. So you're in a marriage with somebody. You think that you always using protection and things like that. So how does this person get caught out? They get caught out by the feminine son, who is just a young man, like a, not even probably in his mid-teens, probably in his early teens, right? Probably not even in the teens, but kinda, yeah. Let's just say that, yeah. And he finds the medication and asks his mother, like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? What is this? Why is he taking this? Da-da-da-da. Boom. Okay? So now that person, you know, finds out that their husband has HIV, and now they have HIV. Now, the feminine could have went to the extent as her family, you know, wanted her to do, to take this person in court, because people get prosecuted for these things. In case y'all didn't know, people could get prosecuted for these things. All right? But the feminine loved the man, you know? She loved the masculine still. And sometimes you go through things and you can't process it, or maybe that other individual was like, oh, I didn't know this, and when I found out, it was just right away, and I wanted to, you know, like, I didn't want to lose you, and I just found out, whatever. Years down the line, the feminine, like, from HIV to AIDS, and passes away. The masculine's still alive. That's one story time. The second story time is another family member of mine that had a best friend that has several kids. She was a young, beautiful black woman, and maybe about 4 or 5 kids. Young, like had them with her man. Okay. Both these individuals that I'm talking about is from New York. I don't know if that resonates also. So remember, this is somebody that I love, that's a family member. This is her best friend, which is a family friend. She had like 4 or 5 kids. And I'm trying to remember if she was pregnant at that time. I don't think she was pregnant. I think she just gave birth to her last baby. And she finds out, mind you, her kid's father, fine ass man, fine. She finds out that he's undercover. 4 or 5 kids later, just freshly had the last baby. You feel me? She finds out that he is an undercover. I don't remember, and I'm not gonna go into some details that was told with those things, but long and behold, she get tested. She got AIDS, not HIV, baby. Not HIV, AIDS, and dying immediately. Okay, within a 3 to 6 month range. This is a mother with a freshly newborn baby. Mind you, she finds out that the baby has HIV. Okay, instantly loses her life. Beautiful woman. Okay, all the kids get left with the grandmother. All the kids get left with the grandmother. And the grandmother grows up, and I mean, the kids grow up and they're raised by the grandmother. And they grown now, y'all. They grown now, all of them. All of them, and majority are living life and, you know, successful where they are. Okay? Majority. Maybe like 1 out of the bunch is not. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Yes. Yes. Somebody said they pushed the undetected pills a lot over the safe SEX. And it just, like, you know, those are things that I never forget, you know? And then also, when you grow up around that, or somebody close to you has that, or maybe somebody you love has a family member, so you get knowledge, you get information, right? You get information about open cuts, you know, and this is if you don't work in the health field, or if you haven't gone to school and just learned this, right? But it's different when it comes from home, you know, whether it's a family member or a close friend that you consider family, right? It's different when it comes from home. And you know, you think twice before you intimate with somebody. You got to make sure somebody's clean and stuff like that. And granted, we human and we make mistakes type shit. So I'm not here to talk down on people or whatever, but I'm here to, you know, there's a reason why Spirit has me talking about this. Also about kissing and saliva change. You know how many cuts you got in your mouth? I don't know about y'all, but that, like, I wear a lot of matte lipstick. And this could be for somebody that don't wear lipstick. You feel me? This could be somebody that just don't, you know, keep their lips moisturized enough or whatever. Them cracks, I bite on my lips a lot. I'm peeling skin, all that type of stuff. All right? You know how many cuts you got in your mouth? I chew on the side of my mouth, like that, on my teeth. All right? You could be brushing. Listen to me. You could be brushing too hard, scratch your gums, cuts in your gums. You kiss somebody. Y'all exchanging salivas. That's why I don't like kissing people. If I ever kissed you, I love you. Okay? Saliva, and oral sex, all that type of stuff. Okay? Whichever way, and that when that cut open, you got an open cut wherever at, and that's an exchange of that blood or that saliva, it's a wrap for you. It's a wrap for you. I don't care who I'm in a relationship with. I always get tested. I always still go to the doctor. Always. Sometimes things are hidden and you won't see them until later on. Like I said, I don't care who I'm in a relationship with. I don't care how long I'm in a relationship with somebody. I'm always going to the OBGYN. Okay? And I'm always getting tested for STDs. I don't give a fuck. All right? And you should move that way too. Okay? Because everybody has secrets. Okay? And this is the devil's playground, and things were done to people. People live with addictions and things of that nature. People are nasty. People freely just do shit, kiss people, have unprotected sex, all that type of stuff. All that type of stuff. Okay? Then you really got to think how somebody moved with you at the beginning and they moved with everybody else like that. Okay? And you just can't trust nobody at all, unfortunately. Okay? So you always got to protect yourself. This last story time that I'm going to tell you, this was in a projects, right? So there was, if I'm 34, 35, 36, 37, this person was maybe 3-4 years older than me, right? Her house was popping. All the young kids was in there. We used to party in there, chill in there. The niggas used to be in there. The niggas from the other projects. We used to be chilling in that motherfucker, just having fun, you guys. I was probably like in middle school. I was in middle school. And we would chill in there, have fun. She had kids. She had 3 kids, right? Again, her house was the popping house. And I was able to go there a lot because she lived here and a family member lived like downstairs from her, but a couple apartments over. It was in the same thing. Like if I left out of that family member house and I looked up, I could see hers. Yeah. So I used to be in there. The niggas used to be in there heavy or whatever. She was a nympho. Okay? She was a straight up nympho. But she cooked some good ass food and her house was always clean. I just gotta say that. So we would chill, have fun. She was a cool ass person. She's still a cool person. She changed her life around, and she's just, the heart that she had then, she still has now, just more secure. But she was definitely a nympho. And her kid's father, like, you know, didn't take care of her kids. She was a bitter young woman because he knocked her up and just left her. You know what I'm saying? But boom. So maybe like after a year of knowing her, per usual, even at that time when I was younger, she wanted to vent to me about certain things. So I always had a gift, you guys. I probably just didn't utilize it or anything like that in the ways that I should have. So she vented to me and she told me that she had herpes. Okay? Which was very shocking because in middle school, we did have health class, which told us about STDs and safe sex. And mind you, I believe they took these out of school. I believe they don't even have these in school. I don't know about over here in Texas, but definitely in the East Coast, they removed that a lot. Health class, one of the best fun classes ever. It was so much fun. So, you know, I asked her and she showed me the pills that she was taking and and she schooled me even more than what I was learning in school. So, you know, I was able to learn that it could be hidden, and if you take the pills, you won't have any outbreaks or not as much outbreaks and But I learned so much more about that that STD even now, in meeting a lot more people that have it. to the point that I believe it's a cure for it. You know, you got to eat right and do certain things. It's a cure for everything. Okay. Anyway, she told me she had it, so I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, like, how did you get that? Da, 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 da. She was like, her baby father gave it to her. So right, I'm taking all this information in, and then out of nowhere, it, like, my mind just stopped. Like, hold on. I done seen with my eyes. You was intimate. You was dating real quick. You know, like a quick fling or whatever with him from the projects, him from the projects, him from the projects. Sometimes even relationships with these niggas. Him. And like a mini story time within that story time. One day we was chilling, right? And I remember one of the niggas from the projects had came, like, whatever, like, to chill with us or whatever. This is like a family friend, like, from around. So he chilling, I'm wondering, like, why he here, but at the same time, it's like, everybody want peace, right? She was very beautiful, still is. So he chilled with us, and it was like quick. It was me, her, him, and another girl. The other girl left, and we chilled in the kitchen for a little while, and then he went upstairs to her room with her, which I already knew what time it was, so I stayed downstairs with the kids, right? And whatever, maybe like 15-20 minutes, he comes down, because that's what we would usually do. Like, watch the kids. The kids was all under 4 or 5, all 3 of them, whatever. So he left, like, bye, I never seen that nigga again. I'll see him if I'm walking, like, through the projects or something like that, or if we was in school, but his energy changed. It was weird, right? So as she telling me the story, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, wait, what about, did you have unprotected sex with this person? So I'm starting with her relationships first. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm talking about a year, like a head high year. And I was like, so the last person, I'm not going to say his name. I was like, so with also? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, do you think that he has it too? Because this is a long conversation. So when I get to him, she was like, I don't know, maybe. And I was like, yo, is that why he don't chill with us no more? And I was like, when I see that nigga in the streets and I say hi to him, he don't, like, it's not like before, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, you know, you could go to jail for that. You know, you could get in trouble. Like, because I'm thinking back on my family member and things that I know that is different, but it's still a sexually transmitted disease that you're purposely putting out. When she only told me, and I never forget this, I would never forget this. When she only told me, she was like, my baby father gave it to me and he ain't give a fuck, so I don't give a fuck who I give it to. When I tell you, I had nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, I don't know how that feels to have that. All I know is that that's how she felt. And even at that time, yo, and I wasn't that tapped into my gifts and shit like that, I was like, she will suffer the consequences of that. Whether it's somebody really, like, getting her in trouble with the law, or spiritually with God, or both. You feel me? She would suffer with that. And I had a family member friend, just like a quick, again, a little add-on. Make sure y'all get tested, take care of your body and things like that. She had got it from a boyfriend, like a hood street nigga. Yo, and this was like a family member friend, you feel me? I don't know, I get so emotional, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get these things and they don't deserve it. You feel me? And people make mistakes, and not everybody has used protection. So if you haven't used protection with somebody and you came out a clean slate, like, God bless you. You feel me? She didn't deserve it, and it happened. And then her life went on, and I gotta go, you guys, I gotta go after this. She got into a relationship with a dude, and he was sleeping with a transgender, and she purposely gave it to her. Anyway, even before she found out he was sleeping with a transgender, she was living with this person in a relationship. So even if you taking the medicine and you don't have outbreaks or something, you can still give it to somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Do y'all hear these stories that I'm telling y'all? You feel me? She was in a relationship with this man, didn't tell, and other people too, didn't tell this individual that, you know what I'm saying? And then when she found out he was sleeping with the transgender behind her back, mind you, this is a small city, so, you know, she knew the transgender, I knew the transgender, he like, you know what I'm saying? And then her mans, so one day I'm politicking with her, and then we go into a deep, serious conversation. And like I said, it hurts me for this person, you know, because it been a lot of deep conversations about this subject. And I remember that look on her face, and she was like basically like, yeah, now he got it, and I don't give a fuck. And that shit triggered me so bad. That shit triggered me so bad, and it brought me back to the girl from the projects when I was younger. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then even then, when I was talking to the family friend, I was like, she will reap what she sowed. She will reap what she sowed, baby. Like, yeah. All right, so that was a quick story time. That was like 5, 10, 20 story times in one. Moral of the fucking story is wrap it up. That's the moral of the story. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Like, you never know. I don't care who you with, who you married with, or anything like that. And a lot of these sexually transmitted diseases can go in disguise. I done heard stories, real life stories of people that had HIV and was getting tested and it wouldn't come up. That's why blood test is always the best test. It's always the best test. But I wish you all the best, collective. If you know anybody that resonates or would like to share this video, you know, just to, you know, maybe help somebody or let somebody know that maybe I've been through the same thing, or people that I know have been through the same thing, or you've been through this same experience with me when people vented to you or you've seen certain things, yeah, just do that. It is always a pleasure. Bendiciones, you guys. Bye.